Matt Lenihan Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and Our Kings Competitions. We're here, a special one, Kell Brook. Kell, nice to see you. We're here, your home city of Sheffield, with Callum Simpson ready to do his press conference today. But aside from that, how are things? How's sort of life outside the ring treating you?
Yeah, life's good. Do you know what I mean? It's very good. Do you know what I mean? I'm enjoying my life on outside at ropes instead of being inside there.
Yeah.
You know, it's good.
I know boxing's something that you'll always miss. Do you still go to the gym, have a move around it, the bags? Are you still sort of doing that, keeping active, you know, having sort of one foot in the door kind of thing with it?
To be honest with you, I've not. You know what I mean? I've not been at gym for a while, for a long while. But like, you know, while we're here, we might as well set New Year resolution that I'm going to start getting at gym because I've just been living life. Do you know what I mean? I've been skiing, I've been travelling, I've been doing my family, kids, and do you know what I mean? I've just been in, you know what I mean? Because it's like I've got my identity back a little bit. And it's just like because I've been boxing all my life, you know what I mean? And now I'm retired. You know, it's just travelling and not worried about my weight or being super fit and being at gym and going to bed early and all that. You know what I mean? I've just been doing me.
I was going to say, you dedicate your whole life to staying in shape and having to train for fights, and it's the smallest margins in boxing. Is it a bit of, now that you sort of, you know, everything's well with you, is it a bit of a relief? You can sort of go out and maybe, you know, enjoy a meal without thinking, shit, I've got to get that off kind of thing, and spend time with your kids without the pressure of I have to go away for a camp. Have you really sort of started maybe, you know, really appreciating that now in this stage of life?
I'm scarred a bit because, like, do you know, like a meal comes out or some chocolate. If my grandmother instructs me, you know, some chocolate, it's just that feeling of, oh, I shouldn't be doing this. I've got, like, it's still obviously
like
guilty because I've done it all my life and that's all I've known. But as soon as that, for a second or so, and I think, you know what, I'm enjoying these because I'm enjoying these chocolates because I don't need to, you know, I ain't got a day, I ain't got a fight, I don't need to be optimal, you know what I mean? And like I said, it's nice, you know what I mean? It's nice, you know what I mean? It's nice because it's different, you know, it's different. I've done boxing like all my life since I was 9-year-old. I'm 38-year-old now.
Yeah. You obviously, I know you had the thing with the retirement and people were often talking about you potentially stepping back in the ring. Is that put to bed now in your mind? Are you happy to say, look, I don't boxing again, I'm on this side of things, I can happily go and enjoy it? Or is there that thing in you where something could still tempt you? Because there was weeks and months after that fight and maybe a year after where people were talking about it. Is that done for you now?
It's looking like it, yeah. You know what I mean? It were... You know, if something would have happened, it would have happened before now. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? The longer it goes on, you know what I mean? I'm 38. I'm not getting any younger. You know what I mean? So yeah, in my mind, you know, I put it to bed. I'm retired. You know, I finished on a serious high on a longer way to grudge match between me and Amir Khan. So listen, I sleep well at night.
Good. I saw Amir in Riyadh. I think he alluded to the fact you two have seen each other since retirement quite a few times, and it's quite cordial now. And I remember the build up to that fight before. It was like, you know, these two can't be anywhere near each other. Is that is it a weirdly nice feeling knowing this guy who you wanted to prove a point to for so many years, and I know it got delayed, you managed to on the night do your thing and you take the spoils, but you can now sort of see him and, you know, shake hands and go, you know what, we shared a moment kind of thing?
Listen, honestly, me study, I've got no, you know what I mean, I've got nothing to hide. Like, in my opinion, when I see Amir Khan, do you know what I mean, it's like we've fought each other, we've got all them years that you know what I mean, but in my opinion, I don't know if the fact is because I got the victory, but listen, if I seen Amir Khan now, you know what I mean, I would happily go for a coffee with him, go for a meal with him, you know what I mean, chill out with him, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, because when I've met him, you know, just how he is and stuff, he's a nice character, do you know what I mean? I didn't, you know, like, because we put that to bed, he's like, you can see that, you know, he's a nice kid, you know what I mean, and like, for me, you know, we've fought each other now, we've given the fans the fight, and like, it's over and done with, you know what I mean? It's a sport we're in, we fought each other. You know what I mean? We were both retired. We both got us families. Like, I mean, it's like why would I have anything against it?
Brilliant. Quickly, I want to talk to you about Callum Simpson. You know what it's like building a fan base. Obviously, you did it here in this city, and there's still loyal fans to you to this day. How impressed are you with his rise, not just as a fighter, but his mentality? He seems to have the right temperament for a fighter who's got a big following, got a lot of adulation, can sell a lot of tickets. Don't win your fights, but he's selling a lot of tickets. He's British champion already. How impressed are you with Callum?
I'm very impressed with him. You know, I've said it from day one that he's going to go all the way, but you know, his temperament, everything about him, and that's why the fans, you know, because they can see that twinkle in his eye. They can see that he's got it. You know what I mean? You can see that he's got it, and he's got it all. You know, for me, I just see this is just a stepping stone Saturday night for him to go on and bigger and better things. You know, because I really do believe that he's got it all.
Do you, when you look at these fights, I know it's not the same as winning a fight, and you'll never get that buzz off that, but when you watch a guy like that come from Yorkshire, like our neck of the woods, and you're like going, wow, do you still get a bit of a buzz watching it, going, wow, you know, this for me, you know, we've seen him do this, it's a good feeling.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, obviously. He's a South Yorkshire man, and Barnsley. And listen, I get that buzz knowing that, you know, he's topping Bill. I get that buzz knowing that he's going to go out and perform and further his career and move up the ranks and stepping stone to bigger fights. You know, it's because he's a friend, and I can see by looking at him that he, you know, he wants it. He's got everything. He's got everything in Arsenal to go out there and become what I believe is going to be great.
Last two from me. This year, we see good fights in boxing all the time now. It's almost like a given, which is a strange way to be. You know how long it takes to make big fights. You're a prime example. What fight do you want to see this year that's not been made yet? If you could pick Kell Brook, the fan, there's someone who you say, you know what, I'd get up at 4 a.m. and watch that fight. Is there a fight out there?
I think British-wise, it's got to be Eubank Ben or Fury Anthony Joshua.
What would you say for the Eubank Ben scenario? They know they're going back and forth. There's a lot of money involved, so I think eventually we do see it. What do you make of that fight?
It's a good fight, you know. It's a very good fight. It's one of them I'm on fence, you know. I'm on fence with. It's one of them where we need to see it, you know, with the history with the dads and the selves going from what happened last time they tried to make the fight. You know what I mean? It's down to them to getting in and having a war now.
Absolutely. Kell, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. I can't believe in the 4 years I've been doing this, we never had a one-on-one interview, but I suppose it coincided with you retiring and everything, but you're the first professional fight I told you off camera that I went to see, so yeah, it's sort of a full circle moment this for me, so I appreciate your time and hopefully we'll catch up again.
Thank you.